Buddhism proposes a path of liberation from suffering through the development of wisdom, ethics, and meditation. Buddhism invites us to cultivate a clear, compassionate, and equanimous mind that allows us to see reality as it is and act accordingly. These Buddhist habits that I am going to share with you are simple but powerful practices that you can incorporate into your daily routine, and that will help you live with more fullness, happiness, and harmony. By practicing these habits, you will be able to reduce stress, increase your concentration, improve your health, strengthen your relationships, and awaken your inner potential. These habits are the result of centuries of experience and wisdom from Buddhist masters who have proven their effectiveness and their benefit for the mind and body. In addition, these habits are backed by modern science, which has demonstrated the positive changes that occur in the brain and nervous system of people who practice them. Habit 1. Practice mindfulness. The first tip is to practice mindfulness in each activity. Let's focus on the present in each step, in each breath, allowing the mind to calm down. When you cook, pay attention to the aromas, flavors, colors, and textures of the food. Enjoy the process of preparing and eating your food without distractions or rushing. When you walk, feel the contact of your feet with the ground, the movement of your body, the air on your skin, and the sound of your steps. Observe what surrounds you without judging or labeling. Just be aware of what is there. When you brush your teeth, hands, or hair, notice the sensation of the water, the foam, the brush, or soap. Be thankful for having clean water and the means to take care of your personal hygiene. When you talk to someone, listen carefully to what they say. Don't even think about your answer. Look the person in the eyes, acknowledge their emotions, and show interest and respect for their point of view. When you sit down, breathe deeply and relax your body. Feel the air enter and leave your lungs, how your abdomen expands and contracts, how your chest rises and falls. Do not attach yourself to any thought. Just observe your breathing. Practicing mindfulness will allow you to live the present moment with more intensity and joy, without getting lost in the past or the future. It will also help you improve your memory, creativity, performance, and mental health. For example, if you practice mindfulness when you study, you will be able to retain information better, understand concepts better, and solve problems better. If you practice mindfulness when you work, you will be more productive, more efficient, and more innovative. If you practice mindfulness when you interact with others, you will be more empathetic, more communicative, and more assertive. Habit 2, acceptance and release of stress. The second tip is based on acceptance. Let's recognize that stress is part of life and learn to free ourselves from its weight by practicing acceptance and understanding. If you face a stressful situation, do not deny it or avoid it. Accept reality as it is without resisting or complaining. Remember that everything is impermanent and that nothing lasts forever. When you feel a negative emotion, such as anger, fear, sadness, or anxiety, do not repress it or feed it. Recognize the emotion as part of your experience. Then let it go without clinging to it or identifying with it. If you feel overwhelmed or burdened, pause and breathe. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth slowly and deeply. Repeat this cycle several times until you feel that your mind and body relax. When you encounter a problem or conflict, do not see it as a threat or an obstacle. See it as an opportunity or a challenge. Look for creative and constructive solutions instead of blaming or criticizing. If you compare yourself with others, do not do it from envy or inferiority. Recognize your own strengths and weaknesses and value your uniqueness and your potential. Celebrate the achievements and virtues of others without feeling threatened or diminished. Practicing acceptance will allow you to free yourself from stress and negative emotions that can affect your physical and mental health. It will also help you develop a more positive attitude, more flexibility, and more resilience to life's difficulties. For example, if you practice acceptance when you get sick, you will be able to recover faster without falling into self-pity or frustration. If you practice acceptance when you make mistakes, you will be able to learn from your mistakes without feeling guilty or ashamed. If you practice acceptance when you face a change, you will be able to adapt better without fear or resistance. If you practice acceptance when you relate to others, you will be able to accept them as they are without judging or criticizing them. Soccer Habit 3. Cultivate compassion. Finally, let us cultivate compassion towards ourselves and towards others. Compassion is the ability to feel our own and others' suffering and to act to alleviate it. Compassion is not the same as pity, which is a passive and condescending emotion that makes us feel superior or inferior to others. Compassion is not the same as sympathy, which is a superficial and ephemeral emotion that makes us feel sorry or sad for others. Compassion is not the same as empathy, which is the ability to put ourselves in the place of others and to understand their feelings and thoughts. Compassion goes beyond empathy, as it implies a genuine desire and a concrete action to help others without expecting anything in return. Compassion is a deep and lasting emotion that makes us feel connected and responsible for others. When you relate to someone, actively listen to what they say without interrupting or judging. Show interest and empathy for their situation and offer your support and advice if they need it. For example, if your friend tells you that they are going through a breakup, do not tell them that it will pass or that there are more fish in the sea. Listen to them carefully, acknowledge their pain and sadness, and tell them that you have your shoulder and your ear. If you can, invite them to have coffee, go for a walk, or do some activity that distracts them and encourages them. By practicing compassion with your friend, you can strengthen your friendship and make them feel that they are not alone or helpless. If you feel grateful for something or someone, express it with words or gestures. Thank the people who help you, teach you, inspire you, or make you happy. Also, be grateful for the things you have, like your health, your family, your job, or your home. For example, if your mother prepares you a delicious meal, don't just eat and leave. Tell her how much you liked it, how good she is at cooking, and how lucky you are to have her. If you can, help her clear the table and wash the dishes. By practicing compassion with your mother, you can show your love and gratitude and make her feel valued and appreciated. When you meet someone who is suffering, don't turn your back or ignore them. Approach him or her and offer your help, your comfort, or your company. Don't minimize or maximize their suffering. For example, if you see a beggar on the street, do not look at him with contempt or indifference. Look him in the eyes, greet him with a smile, and ask him how he is or what he needs. If you can, give him some money, food, clothes, or a hug. By practicing compassion with the beggar, you can alleviate his suffering and make him feel that he is a worthy and respectable human being. If you make a mistake or fail, do not punish yourself or despise yourself. Forgive yourself and learn from your mistake. Recognize your limitations and seek to improve and grow. For example, if you fail an exam, do not tell yourself that you are a failure or useless. Tell yourself that you have done what you could, that nobody is perfect, and that you can improve. Analyze what went wrong, what you can do differently, and how you can better prepare for the next time. By practicing compassion with yourself, you can overcome your frustration and motivate yourself to move forward. When someone offends you or hurts you, do not hold a grudge or return evil. Forgive them and free yourself from hatred and resentment. Understand that that person also has their problems, their fears, and their sufferings. For example, if your boss yells at you or humiliates you, don't hate him or wish him the worst. Tell him that his behavior doesn't seem fair or professional to you and that you hope it doesn't happen again. Then forgive him and forget about the matter. Think that perhaps your boss is going through a bad time, that he is under a lot of pressure, or that he doesn't know how to handle his emotions. By practicing compassion with your boss, you can free yourself from anger and bitterness and maintain your dignity and tranquility. Compassion can be cultivated through meditation, reflection, and action. Meditation helps us calm the mind, generate feelings of love and kindness, and expand them towards ourselves and others. Reflection helps us recognize our own and others' suffering, its causes and conditions, and develop an attitude of acceptance and forgiveness. Action helps us express compassion in words and deeds, offer our help and support to others, and contribute to their well-being and happiness. Compassion has many benefits for our lives, such as improving our physical and mental health, reducing stress and anxiety, increasing our self-esteem and confidence, strengthening our relationships and our communication, and generating more peace and harmony in the world. We have reached the end of this video in which we have explored how Buddhist teachings can illuminate and transform our daily lives by following these habits daily. We have seen that practicing mindfulness, acceptance, and compassion can help us live more fully and in harmony. We have learned that these habits are simple but powerful practices that we can incorporate into our daily routine, and that will help us reduce stress, increase our concentration, improve our health, strengthen our relationships, and awaken our inner potential. Thank you for joining us on this journey towards the practical application of Buddhism in our daily lives. Let us remember that every small change can have a big impact, and that every day is a new opportunity to grow and improve. As the Buddha said, there is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. I invite you to try these Buddhist habits and observe the positive changes that occur in your mind and body. I assure you that you will not regret it and that you will be surprised by the results. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave your comment. I would love to know what you thought, what doubts or suggestions you have, and how it has gone with the practice of these habits.